Hello, welcome to yet another cube. Um, we can actually decide what to do here. We can pick this and open up channel tinker options. With welder, we can do this and go mono red aggro. You can do this and go reanimator, ode, recurrent nightmare thing. Control magic for the control deck, of course. Karukaze even if you want to go mono white. It's pretty tough to decide what to do here. I think Sundering Titan in general is the better all-round card that doesn't put you into a certain thing, but Griselbrand is just so strong. And Tinker is very unlikely to wheel compared to Reanimation Effects or Oath or Recurrent Nightmare. We could also go mono red, like I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna pick the Griselbrand and see what comes my way. And decide then. There's natural order again, by the way, but I think this is the second time would have do so, and maybe I don't want to do that. It's also Bitter Blossom to keep me in black. In that case, I want Skull Clamp and other things such as Recurrent Nightmare. Maybe Natural Order is just good enough. I mean, it did win me last cube pretty handily, even. Bitter Blossom is so nice as well, right? I think Natural Order is just so much stronger. But this doesn't wheel. What is good with Skull Clamp? Any equipment, Recurrent Nightmare obviously, but Recurrent Nightmare we obviously want green anyway. I'm gonna stay black and pick up a Bitter Blossom, although I think it's the wrong pick. I think Natural Order is better there. And then we get a Garruk of course, but there's also Bazaar. Bazaar and Reanimator is obviously fine. If you want to be Reanimator, that is. There's also Lily, it allows us to discard cards. It's 2/3 with lifelink. Bazaar, huh? As much as I love Bazaar, or like Bazaar, I don't really love it. I think it's an okay-ish card. I think Lily is a bit stronger. Although, maybe Garruk is a bit stronger as well. Huh, it's interesting. I'm gonna go with Lily here. What do we get here? Anticipation, Tarmogoyf is okay. Stormcrack Noble. We can actually go, you know, red black if we want, and just pick up the Noble and see what wheels. It wouldn't be that bad. Else it would be Hero's Downfall, obviously, or Gibson Given. Although Gibbs isn't that strong. I think Noble can be replaced. Although Hero's Downfall is just too good. Let's pick it up. Then we get Ultimate Prize. So another removal cards. Not a lot of really good cards. Red was definitely open. We can still jump into red. As I said, like red with yeah, I'm gonna pick Incinerate and see what comes from red and actually go that way. Here I do have to pick a sword over a lightning strike though. I mean, a sword is a sword and it's good. Massacre Worms, Student of Warfare. The Angler is okay. This isn't that great. There's also directly Scrap Servant, but no thank you. So it's the Angler versus Student of Warfare, which is meh, given that it's so heavy on the white, versus Massacre Worm. I think I'm gonna go with the Angler and see where that brings me. There's a Satyr, Puppeteer Click, and made that, and a Shira, which is actually good. I mean, if I go the aggro route, Shira is obviously the card to pick here. If I still want to go with the Griselbrand and animate, that is a card to pick. think Animate Deck. I think Ashira can be easily replaced in a card as powerful as Animate Deck Crucible combo. Despite it obviously being a good card. So now our first pack wheels again. If Young Pyromancer is still in there, I will see that as a sign that red is open. If it is gone, I will forego red and see where the rest of the packs bring me. So far it isn't looking all that great, but it's okay. It's not looking that bad either. So we didn't wheel, there's a Theomancer. There's also Sarkhan, which is definitely an okay card as well. But I think a Theomancer might be better. Yeah, let's pick a Theomancer. There's Torch Fiend, Bonfire, Winds of Teeth, Bird Alive. Bonfire is obviously a power card. Winds of Teeth is not in my colors. Natural Order with the wrong art. I think Bonfire and go somewhat controlish. Like I'm definitely also playing blue and then go Grixis. But I'm gonna be a creature deck, right? With Sword of Body in mind. Garruk Reeling, no way. There's also still the Bazaar is still in there, but the deck just doesn't fit the team. I'm gonna pick up the Garruk. I think the Garruk is obviously better. Stormkirk Noble still being here, I'm also picking up that one. And let's pick up the Shrine just in case. The Vizier, but probably not playing it, and Sampada Grove, whatever. I mean, maybe the red version of this deck is still there, but probably not. And I don't think Animate that Crucibrand at this point is looking that great either. But it's okay. I mean, Animate that can be cast on any creature in any graveyard, which makes it obviously really good. Mind Twist is there again. Ugin is also pretty nice, but it's a bit expensive. There's Maelstrom Pulse, Grave Robber, but it has to be Mind Twist here. Yeah, it has to be right. Like if I want to swap to an aggro deck, I'm still gonna play Mind Twist and hope this wheels. This is actually pretty good with Bitter Blossom. Maybe Hero is better. There just isn't enough, aggro in my deck at this point. Yoggoth's Will. There's Dark Confidant, which I like if I want to go cheap. What else is there actually? There's Elspeth, which is okay, Kiora, which is okay, Yoggoth's Will, Garruk Wildspeak, but I'm not in colors at this point. Mirror Battlesphere, but I'm very likely not playing that. So if I look at it like that, if I go like this, it looks okay, right? I mean, this is obviously expensive, but it's a 5/5. This is probably not gonna get played. So we're basically looking at this. And then we get an Entomb, of course. I'm still picking the Entomb or Searing Spear. I think if I want to go cheap, I have to pick the Searing Spear over the Entomb, but just forgo Animated Crucibrand Entomb combo and commit to this. Although again, Searing Spear can be replaced easier. Flametongue Cavalry versus Nighthawk. Cavalry is obviously really good, as is Nighthawk. I'm gonna go with the Cavalry. Then we get a Sneak Attack. God damn it. Short Fang isn't that great. Revoker is okay, but it's only a 2/1. Sneak Attack, I think it's a bit too late to pick this up, right? There's also Xenagos. I mean, if you can get a fix for it, I would definitely run this. Would I definitely run the Fraction Revoker? Likely. Sneak Attack, probably not. I'm gonna pick up the Revoker. Here we get a cut. Definitely picking up that one. And there's also Recurring Nightmare. God damn it! All these options! And I have to double down on this now. It's either Recurring Nightmare and go this way, or cut and go the other way. I really love Recurring Nightmare. I'm gonna go Recurring. And then we get Blood Crypt versus Vampiric. I guess it's Vampiric, given that I am gonna run this now. Maybe even this. Blood Crypt is obviously fine, but Vampiric allows me to get whatever I would need. So I think that's a bit better. In that case, the Stormcloak Noble is very likely gone, and this is very likely gone. With pretty high probability of Dark Confidant being gone. So we're actually going black-red control now. With Bonfire, Incinerate, Flametongue Cavalry. We can still switch to another color. Wow, Skull Clamp. Definitely having to slam that. Yeah, Beard Blossom, Skull Clamp. And the Hero of Oxys Reach is still there. Okay, it is a good combination. Plus it has haste, it has Battle Cry if we can bring it back. There's also Museum Mortars, which is really good. I'm gonna go for the hero here. I think it's strong enough. I mean, just with Bitter Blossom alone, I think this card is really good. The Angler is obviously fine. We don't really have a lot of discard effects at this point. We need something more consistent to put creatures into our graveyard, and we need a second big creature. I don't think Inferno Titan is still in the format. This allows me to discard, so it's the second one. What does this actually do? It's just a 2-1. I mean, Yoggotsville is okay, but I don't think it's good enough. There's Fire Blast, which is Kiora, which I can play. There's Temple of Silence, just in case I get something white. Or there's Fire Blast in case I want to go the aggro route. Then there's Domri, Nissa, and Mirror Angel Quick Turn. I guess Domri, we already have something green. Nighthawk Wheels, so picking up that one. I mean, we are creature based. Somewhat. We don't really have that many early drop creatures, so. This just looks like a pile. Like, it's not really a consistent, really good deck, I think. Without any mana acceleration, our X spells are worse. Without more consistency, we don't really have a solid game plan. Which is a reason why I actually want to swap to more aggro, but I think it's really hard to do. What would you lose if you go aggro? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a stupid 1-1. So we would lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in the game 1, so we lose 5 cards. We're down to 14 if you go aggro. But that doesn't make it bad. Like Bonfire is probably done as well. So we need Cut Wheels. Wow, definitely taking it. I mean, we could still go aggro, but I think our deck is more mid-range at this point. And we're way past the point of going aggro. I mean, if we pick one Pyromancer and then followed it up with the other red cards that came our way, I think our red deck would be pretty solid, or red-black even. But for now, I don't think it's possible. There's a Jet, there's also a Sword of War and Peace, but you can't pass up a Mox here, especially not if it's in your colors even. Hellrider is huge, Lightbane Zombie is huge. Nah, never mind, it's not huge. Lightning Mauler is okay, but you can't pass up a Mox. Just not doable. So I'm still looking for discard effects. And a second big creature, which is Sheoldred. I think it's better than Dreadbore in this figure here for me to pick. I could also go Inferno Titan, to be honest. Um, Inferno Titan versus Sheoldred. I think this is less likely to reveal than Inferno Titan. Although I think none of them will. I mean, given that I already... this is so good in creature removal. I'm gonna go with Sheoldred. There's Edict Necromancy, which is a second reanimation effect. No discard. There's also Magma Jet. And Wooded Foothills. Do I want a third reanimation spell? I think I do. Yeah, let's pick it. Now all I need is a discarder. There's Una's Prowler. I have to pick it over, go for draw it like it discards cards. There's also Grim Lavamancer, which I would like to see wheel. But I have to pick up the Prowler. I mean, it's a discarder. Plus it fuels Recurrent Nightmare on its own, so sacrifice part of activation cost. Yeah, okay. Just considering things of stacking these two in such a way that your opponent does not have a way to respond, but it's not really possible. Curve is also pretty okay. What will I replace first? Probably the city or the angler. For something like a Pewter Imp. Just kidding. I don't think Pewter Imp is good enough here. Necrotal is okay, but I mean we already have enough. I think Pewter Imp is the pick though. I mean it's another discarder. There's also Burning of Xenia. Like if you have one of these two in play and just play the Burning. But we don't really have enough. Yeah, I don't think it's good enough. We could also go for the Char. Okay, let's go for the Char. And probably not play it main deck. I think our aggro deck is still looking really weak. If you want to do so. Like we don't have enough 1 and 2 drops for us to go aggro. And then Dark Confidence is just suicide at this point. Yeah, I don't think City is good enough. Like it's a 5 mana 4/6 that touch with a good ability. Like I think alone the fact that it's a 4/6. Do I have a fix for green? I don't. I was just looking at Garruk. There's a Signet though. I think it has to be the Signet over the Solemn or the Vortex. Vortex is pretty strong against me, so. But the Signet, you know, is Mana Acceleration. And it's a 2-drop, so why not? Yeah, Signet it is. There's Grave Titan. There's also Hippie through the Breach, but I don't think I can pass up a Grave Titan here. And goodbye goes the Angler. So still 1 card, too much. Let's not play Char for now. There's the opposition. There's Unburial Rites, which I can splash. I mean, it's just a main deck Reanimator with a splash. Or with the possibility of a flashback. I don't think I'm gonna play any of the others. Like, if I pick the College Line, I want this anyway. So we could do that. Then we get Live Vein Zombie and Hellrider and Lightning Mauler. I think Hellrider might be better than Hero. Nope. There's also Live Vein Zombie. Ral Zarek. Nah, I'm gonna go with the Rider, right? Live Vein Zombie does have potential. But Hellrider looks so juicy. Dreadbore, wheeling, okay, slamming it. Rakdos Cackler, let's just pick it just in case. Go for it, Troy is still in here. It's also Duplicant. A Pewter Imp actually wheels as it Burning, but I think Pewter Imp is a bit better. We do have 3 reanimation effects now. Gatherhook, but not playing it. Definitely playing Godless Shrine. And Manic Vandal as a sideboard card. Why not? Could even bring it in the main deck. I think at this point we have too many reanimation effects. We have 4 plus a tutor, so 5. We have 3 ways to discard. I'm not gonna play the Hellrider main deck, I think. The hero, probably not either. So then we run 10 creatures. And then we can always bring them in if we need to, if we want to go aggro. I actually want to see how our aggro deck looks like. So we'd bring in these cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we would lose way too many. We would lose a bunch of cards. So yeah, let's see. Let's first focus on what our aggro deck would look like. So like this there as well. This is gone. This is in. This is in. These are trash. Let's go to the trash pile. So we would bring in these 7 with a possible 2 extra. We would lose 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think our aggro. The problem is that we're just not aggro enough. We would get away with 16 lands. $15 to be honest with the max. You know, I'm curious, I really am. How many time we have? 10 minutes or something? So the angler goes somewhere. This is the Firebloods go somewhere. Let's just put these all the way to the side. Thank you, it doesn't work. So Griselbrand, this Grave Titan, this Nightmare is probably gone. Necromancy, Animate that. Signet's probably not good enough. Tutor. So like this. I mean, we could if we wanted. We still would need to cut a few cards. So it's actually not that bad. We could cut the bonfire. Basically only have 2 expensive cards for the Confidant to kill us with. The problem is we just don't have enough cheap creatures. Or that's the problem I'm having with this. Like if we had like 5 1-drops or something, I would do this. But we just don't have enough. Okay, so the tutor is in. Necromancy is very likely in. Nightmare is obviously in. Siski, Grave Titan, Griselbrand, and Sheoldred is obviously in. As is the Signet. Let's sort again. So we have 29 cards. 29 cards and actually more. 31, so we need to cut 8 cards. Wow. I think those 2 are gone, despite them being creatures. Then I think we have to cut the non-creatures. Let's put the creatures at the bottom. I'll consider it as a creature. Char is probably not main deckable. The angler is probably gone. So it's looking like this. I think we got like necromancy, given that we have recurring. and this way we have 4 animation spells. 3 animation spells. I mean for 2 targets basically. 26 cards. 3 cards still need to go. We can cut the Incinerate, and the Fire Blast is definitely gone. What is that still doing there? So 2 more cards. We can cut the Incinerate, I think. And just bring it in against creature decks, because we do have 3 just straightforward removal already. That the Incinerate is probably very similar. And then we need to cut 1 more card. No, we can actually cut red, right? Just go straight black. So we lose 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Bring in this. And then we have the deck. And then in case someone wants, we want to do something, we can bring in other cards. I mean, if we want to go, against other creature decks, I think we bring in red. We lost a creature again, so we're down to 9 creatures, 10. Maybe we need to bring in the Revoker. Nah. His deck is so pily. Oh my god, it looks terrible. Wow, what did I draft here? We could go aggro, but I prefer this in the main deck and bring in the aggro deck sometimes. I mean, we have enough reanimation, right? So the only problem then becomes graveyard removal, and that's just 2 creatures, for which we have 2 removal now, given that we cut red. I mean, cuts lose a lot of power, but I think Flametongue Kavu and Dreadbore is just too good to cut. They are really good. I mean, it's not that terrible to play red, right? For these 2. Cut is obviously a bit too expensive. So we cut the Necromancy again. And that still leaves us with 3 reanimation effects. And then I don't see what else we cut. Like, Pewter Team, Puna's Power and Tomb have to be in the deck, same with 3 reanimation effects. Maybe Dreadbore, although it does kill Planeswalker as here does well. So like this, and just keep these 2, and have Flametongue Kavu, because it's a Flametongue Kavu. And then bring in a bunch of creature hate against creature decks, which is these 3. We don't have any. Oh, we do have 1 recurring creature hate in the Kavu. Wait, we need 25 cards. What am I doing? Like, this can. What did I just cut? The Dreadbore? These are 23 cards. Like, these are 2 lands. So this is fine. So if you now add basic lands, it's not gonna suggest that, which I don't think it's needed. I think I'm gonna go like this. Probably more, probably like 4. And we have 13 swamps and 4. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys in round 1.